Bali, an island of amazing beaches, beautiful rice paddies, and luxurious resorts. But when you get out of your hotel and stroll the streets looking for good local food, you mostly find burgers, Mexican food, and cheap beer? If that is all you get a taste of in Bali, you are missing out on some of the best food the island has to offer. In this episode of Eat Drink Asia, join me on a search for the real flavors of Bali. On the way, we will join a local family feast to find out why communal dining is so important in Balinese culture. There is no better way to learn about local cuisine than visiting a market. Today, I'm meeting Donnie Mama, a Balinese food researcher and amateur chef. Our plan is to shop for groceries with Donnie's mother before we join them for a home-cooked feast tomorrow.
Hi, Donnie!
Hi, Lisa. Hello.
So, we're at Pasar Tradicional.
Yes.
And this is just an average market, like everyday kind of place here?
Yes. So this is what we call wet market, pasar adat, or traditional market, like what you said. Usually they sell vegetables, meat, and also fish, and some ceremonial ingredients or offering ingredients. Yes.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Yes, let's go.
What's on the shopping list today?
So my mom already prepared like all of this, a lot of lists for our 4 menu tomorrow. Most of them are aromats because Balinese food, we use a lot of spices and fresh ingredients for the aromats. So like chilies over there, lemongrass, shallots, a lot of shallots, ginger, and then also turmeric.
The herbs and spices that Donnie and his mother are getting are ingredients for a classic Balinese household spice paste called basagede. Every family has their own recipe to make basagede, but it usually consists of at least 15 to 20 kinds of fresh herbs and spices.
So all of that spices, usually all traditional market already have this.
They already ground it up.
They already ground it up.
What do you do with this?
Anything. So tomorrow we will demonstrate the way we use it for steaming, but for babi guling, for betutu, for roasting.
So you just
sauté.
rub it in, rub it all over with that?
Yeah, you can also make soup out of it. So this is like the
base of
the base for all of Balinese cuisine.
Okay.
So this is my favorite ingredient out all of the Balinese ingredients because it's just like so beautiful.
The ginger flower.
And also like very fragrant. Yeah, ginger flower.
This is my kind of bouquet.
Yeah. For my wedding, yes. I will definitely gonna do that.
It's such a beautiful color too.
It is.
How important is fish in the Balinese diet?
As you may know, Bali is an island and majority of Balinese population live on the coastal area. Like where we are coming from, we are living in the north coastal of Bali. So fish is kind of like our daily protein intake. The cheapest, the easiest to get, and the freshest because like you usually get it straight away from the fisher people, yeah.
Right. And what do we got here?
So we're going to take the kind of like traditional, like local sardines.
Oh, yum.
They're
big for sardines.
Yeah, very big, yes.
And what is this?
This is Balinese dessert. Whenever you go to any market, they usually have this.
What's it called?
Jaja Bali.
Okay.
So Jaja Bali is a kind of like glutinous rice dessert. So all of this made out of rice flour and glutinous rice. That lady will actually put all of them in one place and then drizzle it with melted Balinese syrup. So made out of like coconut sugar.
Is that a reward for being a good boy when you go to the market with mom and help her with stuff?
More like a motivation for me to be a good boy after eating this. In a lot of traditional Balinese markets, we can find some like veggies and meats and kind of like cooking ingredients. This is actually offering ingredient. So like the flowers, banana leaves, coconut leaves over there. And we're gonna buy banana leaves, not for ceremony, but tomorrow we're gonna make like a Balinese dumpling wrapped in banana leaves.
Oh, yum. Can't wait.
So Lisa, thank you very much for joining us, shopping all of the ingredients for our dinner tomorrow. My mom and I will cook all of like the recipes from our village, traditional Balinese food, so cannot wait to host you.
I can't wait to eat it.
Yes,
We're
I'll
excited.
see you tomorrow.
See you.
Thank you very much. Let's go.
Bye, Auntie. See you tomorrow.
While Donnie and his mother are preparing the family feast, I continue my journey in search of authentic Balinese food. It may not be easy for tourists to just sit in with a local family for dinner, but I found a place more accessible to travelers that still presents the real flavors of Balinese home cooking.
Chef Ari, tell me a bit about the concept behind Kampong.
Kampung Bali is our a small village restaurant at Ayana, Jimbaran. We have our exotic cuisine and we have our Balinese performance as well. We know the guest came to the Bali and visit Bali just only looking what is the Bali beside of their nature environment. We have as well our culture together included with our cuisine as well.
For first-timers trying Balinese cuisine, Kampong Bali has all the classics to offer, such as babi guling, the famous Balinese pork roast, and bebek betutu, duck roasted with basagede, the Balinese spice blend that Donnie showed us earlier in the market. Traditionally, dishes like babi guling are not something that locals eat every day. Instead, they are usually reserved only for special occasions like weddings or religious ceremonies. But aside from rarer ceremonial dishes, Chef Ari would like to recommend something that his grandparents used to make for him.
I will introduce you one of our previous food. That's our grandma and our grandpa always make when we have the party. This one we call is the tum bebek. The tum bebek is contain all the minced nut, coconut grated, our Balinese herb, kaffir lime, and then a little bit palm sugar inside.
Oh.
We mix and then we wrap with the banana leaf. Commonly, the Balinese people eat this one is when we have the big party. All our family, our big family came, and then we have to make the like this.
Balinese cuisine is all about sharing. It's about eating together with family and friends. And this is as close as we can get.
Yes.
Eating together with a lot of different little dishes. Do you have any childhood memories of eating together? What's your favorite thing about eating in a large family with a lot of delicious food?
Yes, of course. Because in our family, Balinese people have their own part of the family. They cannot separate it by all. This also same with the food. The food is we combine together all. We call this one is magibung. This is our concept we want to show to our guests. If we eat by all the people and mostly it's more than the five people, this is we call is magibung. This is our unique, our icon in Bali.
During a megibung, families and friends often sit together in a circle and share the food from one big plate, or more traditionally, from one big piece of banana leaf. But the true spirit of megibung is not just about sharing food. It is also about sharing precious time together. After having a sneak peek at what Balinese communal dining is like, it's finally time to visit Donnie's family for an authentic megibung experience. But first, I have to bring my contribution to the table.
Lisa, welcome. This is what we call Bali. Bali is like a building that actually open air and sometimes small, sometimes big, and only have a roof and then the floor. We usually lift it at the floor so it's easier for people to sit down. And the function of Bali is varied, so usually it's for a gathering space for the family member. And right now what we are doing in this Bali to actually welcome you with my family is to kind of like prepare the dish that we're gonna eat tonight.
What's it called again?
This is what we call tum ayam.
Tum ayam.
So it's kind of like steamed marinated chicken wrapped in a banana leaf. So it's like dumpling. Just imagine this is the Balinese version of dumpling.
Oh, so everybody just gathers around, have a good yarn,
Yep.
talk about people that aren't around.
Exactly, gossiping of the other family member. Exactly, that's what usually happens.
So tell me about, like, you know, how you feel about Balinese cuisine, how it's represented.
Even to Indonesian cuisines, like there's so many food varied from different places. Balinese is the same. Balinese culture itself divided into like several subcultures depending on where we are at. Like my family, this food is actually coming from North Bali, which is a coastal area, a lot of like poor fishermen or farmers. So we use whatever we can get. The Balinese cuisine that is on the internet or on the world right now is kind of like a polished version of it that actually not a lot of Balinese cook at home. Like for example, babi guling, it's a very expensive dish to make at home. Probably it's like twice a year that we can get a chance to cook it together. The thing about Balinese food, a lot of things is actually cooked together. A lot of things cooked like with family like this. So babi guling is only a tiny bit representation of Balinese food.
So you live in Jakarta, don't you, Don?
Yes, yes.
What's the difference in the dining culture between Jakarta and Bali?
That's a very good question. I felt the huge difference. In Bali, we usually eat together as a family. Along with my friends as well, we usually eat together at home and we cook together. In Jakarta, because it's a big city and it's an urban setting, so I live by myself. I cook and eat sometimes by myself, and it's hard to kind of like ask people to gather around in a homey, intimate setting for dinner.
So you started your dinner group, didn't you, because of that?
I did. I started my supper club in Jakarta in my own apartment, just to kind of like killing off the loneliness. Because sometimes in Indonesia, if you eat by yourself, people will look at you, think that you are an alien or weird, kind of like people to just sit in a restaurant by yourself. People will frown at you, like, what are you doing eating by yourself?
So it's that strange?
It is pretty strange, yeah. So usually you have to ask someone to eat out with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that is not the case for me tonight. Together with my small contribution on the tom ayam, Donnie and his family have also prepared spiced sardines, spicy shredded beef, and a black soybean soup. All come from their family recipes in northern Bali. As the night crawls in, more families and friends join us at the ballet, and the feast begins.
Do you think coming back, like once in a while, to eat with your family, do you think that refreshes your soul?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, living in a big city on my own, sometimes it's very alienating, and not a lot of people have time and space to have dinner with me in Jakarta. Sometimes they have their own family and friends. So I think coming back to Bali every now and then, like having dinner like this with my family and friends, replenishes like my loneliness and kind of like encourage for me to have a better well-being as well. So yeah, I would love to have this more with my family. Yes. Exactly. And you are welcome. Now you are part of our family. You're eating with us.
Oh, I could eat this
Already,
all the time.
yes.
You be careful what you invite.
Oh no, I think like we need more ears and people that enjoying our food. So every time you come to Bali, please come to our place.
I'm gonna bring my husband inside.
Yes, please. Yeah, that would be amazing.
For everybody, bon appetit.
Yeah, have a good meal.
Have a good meal.